Hey, good morning. I'm Raleigh Brown. This is another curve flattening concert or something along those lines. And I'm here with Charlie the dog. I have some great pictures of Charlie today. I'm going to show you. And I see that Donna Greenberg is the first person in, and Linda Worcester, Steve Walker, Mike Schnabel. And Mike Schnabel says it's shorts and t-shirt weather in the Lehigh Valley, and Michael Tierson says it's a good if chilly morning. Make up our minds, and we're in the how would I put it? We're in the part of, for those of you who are not in the southeast Pennsylvania area, where I live in Sellersville, up north of Philadelphia, and where Mike Schnabel lives, which is northwest of me. This is where, when they say rain in the city and ice and snow in the northern suburbs, they're talking about me. So it's odd. It's just a matter of point of view. I don't know why I'm rambling on about this. So anyhow, let me go back here and get some names on here. So Mike Schnabel's here. Steve Walker is here, also in the Lehigh Valley. Slim Edelman in Tucson, where it is not chilly, I assume. And Michael Tierson and Tom Dietz and Cliff Brown up in New Hampshire. Rhonda Scott Merrick in Chicago. Ken Nashif in the Great Northwest. Heidi and Jerry and Keegan are still in Colorado. And Warren and Janelle are in South Euclid, Ohio. And Jambone Jim, who is in Vancouver, if I remember correctly. And Amy Roach is here, who might be in Florida right now. And Bob McKenna in Manhattan. Deb Levy Clark in Ambler, PA. Lori Payne in Northeast Ohio. Retta and Ron in Philly. And they came out to the concert last night. We had a really nice concert last night. I mean, I enjoyed it, and I was playing. I don't know if the audience did. I think they'll have to say. And John Sprouse is here, and watching the replay while taking care of Margie after her knee surgery. This is not the replay, John. This is the real thing. Jeanette Hubner is here in Lima, Ohio, and Donna Bergman in Florida, I'm guessing, and Jim Moore, who is either in Brooklyn or Western Mass, Karen Beatty, who is either in New York City or at the shore. And Slim Edelman goes, hello? Did I get you, Slim? I got you. You're in Tucson. And Debbie Moore, who is in Maine. Charlie Bryant in the People's Republic of Montgomery County in Maryland. Diane Desmond from Vermont. And Stephen Salmon from the Philly area, I believe. And Skip Staples down there in North Carolina, and Carol Pratt in Mentor, Ohio. I'm just having fun trying to remember where the hell everybody is. And Audrey Bernheimer in Vine Grove, Kentucky right now. She's normally in the Philly area. Pam Zappardino in Maryland, and Vancouver Island. I'll try to remember that, Jambone Jim. My memory isn't all it could be. That's why I work on it by saying all these names. Marlene Burke is out west of Philadelphia, and I believe, and Mike Verbeek is Mike Verbeek is visiting Eastern Maryland. Good. And that's everybody I see here so far. That's a good number of people. So let's have some music. This was a request from Mike Schnabel, and I always enjoy doing this tune. However sad I am that it is still relevant 60 or 70 years after Mose Allison wrote it. Well, I can't believe the things that I'm seeing, and I'm wondering about some things I heard. Everybody's crying mercy when nobody knows the meaning of the word. A bad enough situation is sure enough getting worse. Everybody's crying justice just as long as there's business first. It's toe to toe, touch and go. Give a cheer and grab your souvenir. Now there's people running round in circles. They don't know where they're headed for. Everybody's crying, peace on earth, just as soon as we win this war. So straight ahead and knock 'em dead. Grab your kit and choose your hypocrite. You know, you don't have to go to Off-Broadway to see something plain absurd. Everybody's crying mercy when nobody knows the meaning of the word. Nobody knows the meaning of the word. Everybody's Crying Mercy by Mose Allison. And yes, I neglected to cloink with you, but I will cloink with you now. Lori Payne says she's drinking out of her Kokomo Kid cup. Great. So Andy sends his love. That's great. I wish I could have seen Andy. He might come through here. Anyhow, cloink to you all. There's the cloinkophonic mug. Meow. So, and then I have pictures. You know, while I was at the concert last night, my good buddy Rick came over and looked after, just in the middle of the evening, halfway through, he let Charlie out to rampage around the backyard for a couple minutes and take a pee. And while he was sitting in the house with him and feeding him treats, which Charlie is very good at mooching, Rick took a couple pictures, and man, Rick's phone must have a really good camera, because look at these pictures. I love this portrait of Charlie. Is that beautiful or what? That's like one of the nicest pictures I've ever seen of him. And it's you can see every one of his little furry fur hairs, or whatever you call fur pieces. And then Rick also took one of them while he was kind of lying on his side, eliciting belly rubs. This is Charlie's. Here I am. My belly is available for rubbing. Pictures. So there's our Charlie for today. We've had our clonking, and we will kind of take a quick look and see who I'm missing here. I see Tom Mobus is here. And if I miss anybody, I'm sorry. Dave Mason is here from Scotland. Hi, Dave. Good to see you. I hope you're getting lots of nice visits from pickers over there. And I think we said hi to pretty much everyone else here. So next up, Carol Pred requested this one, Birth of the Blues. And it happens to be one that I play. I think I might have even done a lesson for Stefan Grossman on this one. So here we go, The Birth of the Blues. The Birth of the Blues. I don't know who wrote that. Maybe Carol Pratt does. And I see my old friend Vicki Mell is here, who's a Tai Chi teacher in Germantown. And Vicki, I know you're back there because every so often there's somebody in the city who needs a teacher, and I usually have a couple people I send them to, and you're one of them. So you and Kurt Van Dyson, and I hope you're doing well. And I'm sure that you are still somewhat in mourning, as we all are, at the passing of Maggie Newman. But she lived a good, long, wonderful life. So, and I see Dave Mason says that Dave Mason had John Goldie visit him. John Goldie is an old friend of mine. He came to the States a few times, and Dave said, "What did you say here? I just missed it." He said that John said something nice about me, I think. So he says, "You are a lovely man and a great player." Well, that coming from John, man, John is a wonderful guitarist. If you guys get a chance, look him up. John Goldie, Goldie. So that's great, and Vicki Mell is here, and that's great, and Tim G is here. I thought that said Ting for a second, but it's Tim G on YouTube, and Connie Copy, who was at the concert last night. It was nice to see her there. She was sitting there with my old buddy Tom Galla. And I see Sharon Saki Lips is here, my dear friend, who I wish I saw more often. And like that. Let me see if there's anything else here that I'm missing. I can't read all the comments, but I can see all the names at least. I mean, I could read all the comments if I wanted to keep you guys waiting even longer than I'm keeping you waiting. But I'm going to change guitars here, and we're going to put this one down, and I'm going to grab the Martin. Last night at the concert, I played the pre-war, and I just took my phone. I never did this before, but I just thought, just as a reference track, I just took my phone, I set it on the table next to me, and hit the voice memo thing and recorded the whole evening. And I can't believe the quality of the microphone. I mean, it sounds like a studio recording. It's amazing. So this next song, written by Peter, oh, the name is gone again. You guys know. Anyhow, somebody will mention it. This is called Moonlight Midnight. If you ever feel lonesome and you're down in San Antone, just beg, steal, or borrow 2 nickels or a dime. Call me on the phone. I'll meet you at Alamo Mission. We can say our prayers. The Holy Ghost and Virgin Mother will heal us as we kneel there in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight, moonlight. And if you ever feel sorrow for love that you have wronged, with no hope for tomorrow, in the setting of the sun, and the ocean is howling with dreams that might have been, and your last good morning sunrise will be the brightest you've ever seen. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. So if you ever feel lonesome and you're down in San Antonio, just beg, steal, or borrow 2 nickels or a dime, and call me on the phone. Call me on the phone. Peter Rowan. Thank you to Slim and everybody else who mentioned Peter Rowan's name. And he's a wonderful, wonderful figure in American music. You know, bluegrass guy, a kind of newgrass guy, a songwriter, a great singer, fine guitar player, the whole package. Anyhow, it is announcement time, and there are not a whole lot of announcements today. So the guitars. This guitar is the Martin OM18 Authentic, which I purchased in 2015. It was built in 2013, so it was it sat in Fred Oster's Vintage Instruments wonderful store for a while, where I discovered it. And he had 2 of them, and I sat and played both of them, and they were both very nice, but I kind of took a liking to this one. And I don't know for sure, but it's very possible that my other OM18 Authentic may have been the other guitar I played that day, because it also came from Fred. Anyhow, I see Kate Mack is here, and Helene Tober Fowler, and Jeanette Pasqua. And Jeanette, I can't remember if I said this on here, congratulations. Jeanette was elected one of the supervisors of Dublin, PA here, part of the Great Blue Wave. And that's really wonderful to do public service like that. And Jim Moran is here from Nashville, Tennessee. Great songwriter and lovely guy and a total dog lover. And let me see if I'm missing anybody else here. I think I have most of you. Anyhow, and Michael Miller's here. So This is the OM18 Authentic. I'm going to put it down now and pick up the Mario Prue RBL00, the special Raleigh Brown model. This is. And I switch guitars a lot of times because of tunings. That Martin is tuned with that low D. And the bottom note on this guitar right now is a whole step above that. But the Martin sounds really great in drop D, and this guitar is a really short scale, which is wonderful and makes it very playable for an old guy like me whose hands are falling apart. But it also makes it very hard to get the intonation perfect. So when this guitar is in drop D, it's very touchy. The string may be in tune when you play it opened, and then if you fret it at the 5th fret, it may not quite be in tune. So I try not to use it for drop D stuff as often, hence the Martin today. But this is a wonderful guitar, and as I said the other day, I spoke with Mario, the guy who built it, for about 45 minutes last week, and we had a really nice time. He's a great old friend, and an amazing guitar builder. I mean, really remarkable genius. So I'm just including, this is my request today. Every so often I go, well, none of the other requests sound exactly like what I feel like doing. Gene Galligan's here. Hi, Gene. And Gene says, great to see Fred Oster on Antiques Roadshow. There's probably a rerun. I don't think Fred still does it, but he was on Antiques Roadshow for a long time. Him and his buddy and my buddy Jim Baggett of Mass Street Music in Lawrence, Kansas. I always love singing this song. Bless old Jackson Brown's heart for having written it when he was 16. Well, I've been out walking, and I don't do that much talking these days. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do for you. And all of the times I had the chance to. Well, I had a lover. I don't believe I'll risk another these days. These days, and if I seem to be afraid to live the life that I have made in song, it's just that I've been losing for so long. I quit my gambling, and I don't do that much rambling these days. These days I seem to think about how all the changes came about my way. And I wonder if I'll see another highway. I quit my dreaming, and I don't do that much scheming these days. These days I sit on cornerstones and count the time in quarter tones till 10, my friend. Don't confront me with my failures. I've not forgotten them. These Days by Jackson Browne. And I didn't do all the announcements because I got carried away talking about my guitars. So there is a PayPal link, as always, right there. And, you know, what I'd say still, for now, until the fucking government gets their shit together and somebody stands up to the Orange Menace, send your money to your local food banks instead of sending it to me. There are a number of resources online. If you look up food banks near me on Google, you'll probably get websites that say put in your zip code and we'll tell you where the nearest food banks are. Because people are going hungry because of the cruelty and stupidity of the Republican Party. So there you go. But I digress. So anyhow, there's that. We said there are Invisibles, Mario Prue, who built this lovely guitar, George Young of Winter Garden, Florida, Judith Fox of Reston, Virginia. I think it's Reston. I could be wrong. Could be Vienna. And Joel Biget over there in France, and maybe some other people who I don't know about. And then I am on now. I don't know who's on Monday. Cozy is still on the road, so she won't be back probably for another week, maybe 2 weeks. I don't even know. And I'll be back on Wednesday at 3 p.m. And I will be with my good friends Bunny Barnes and Kurt Lippy at the Sellersville Theater in January. So I am done. Last night was my last, unless something suddenly comes up, last night was my last live gig of the year. And we'll just be, Charlie and I'll be just settling in for the winter here. And, but since it's so easy to broadcast from my living room, I will continue to do that. And I look forward to seeing you guys every chance I get. So let me see. I think I covered everything now. Yep, I hope so. was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy. They say he traveled very far, over land and sea. A little shy and sad of eye, but very wise was he. And then one day, one magic day, he came my way. And as we spoke of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you will ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. Nature Boy by Eden Abez. Or is it Abez Eden? I can never remember. Anyhow, I wanted to play that as an instrumental, but I also wanted to sing it because those lyrics are really profound to me, anyhow. Thank you all for joining me as usual. I'm going to share one more tune with you. This was a request from somebody. When Ken Nasher says, "Are we going to do another Thanksgiving group Zoom this year?" It's okay by me. We'll try to figure out. I mean, I think of it as a holiday season Zoom, so it could be closer to. It could be between Christmas and New Year's, or it could be around Thanksgiving. You know, let me know what you guys would prefer, and we will keep on keeping on. And I've been thinking about this song. You know, I wrote this song in the midst of the first part of the pandemic, and a good friend of mine whose word I trust and whose judgment I trust real strongly said to me, I don't know if I asked for her advice, but she gave it anyhow. And she said, the thing about that song is it doesn't tell you. It doesn't make it clear where you are, and so it was a song of the pandemic, and I was where we all were. We were locked in our homes, alone, in many cases, or with our pod, with our family, and that was all we had for a year, at least a year and a half, functionally. The pandemic kicked in around March 10th of 2000, and the vaccines came out around the end of that year, and in January people started getting vaccinated. It wasn't until June that people actually started going out of their houses. I don't know if it's good for us to not forget that. So this was written very early on in the pandemic, and it is what it is. And it thanks you all, and I thank you all. There's a light in the east as the new day begins, and I search for some wisdom to embrace. I have sat in this chair with my head in my hands, searched for a moment of grace. And the days ramble on in their fanciful ways, as they did when I was in my prime. But the road up ahead has an ominous haze, with the unyielding passage of time. So dear friends, gather round me, share in the running of the race. Your goodwill will surround me as we cherish these moments of grace. I can live in this refuge and fend off despair, with my dog, my music, and my friends. And my heart reaches out as you're joining me there, to embrace each moment till it ends. So dear friends, gather round me, share in the running of the race. Your goodwill will surround me as we cherish these moments of grace. Share the love and share the pain. Miles apart we stand together in these days, till we meet face to face. So dear friends, gather round me, share in the running of the race. Your goodwill will surround me as we cherish these moments of grace. There's a light in the east as the new day begins. So, as usual, thank you, and I will leave you with a little mantra. That's what I mean about the tuning thing here. Be happy, be healthy, be brave, and be calm. Be kind, it's a snap. If you get cranky, take a nap. thank you all, and hope to see you on Wednesday. In the meantime, have a lovely first part of your week. Cherish your days. Keep being activists. Don't take your foot off the gas. Bye-bye.